how do you cultivate a mentality like that? Like what goes into building that brand, that mindscape of being a part of it, and being able to let some things go for the greater good of the project.
So for me, I have both the very nerdy side, and I mean, I I even say it this way sometimes. It was like I was a straight up like Steve Urkel archetype for a lot of my life, and like even I don't have them on now, but when I was a kid, I had the big glasses. I was very tall, so I was always growing out my clothes. I had the high water pants. I was very academic and studious. So I was, imagine another version, basically copy and paste of Steve Urkel. That was kind of me when I was a kid in elementary school. I got to about sixth grade, and other kids in my neighborhood, they're all playing sports, and then again, I'm a tall kid. They pressured me into playing sports, and if you wanted to have any friends, and where I was growing up from, you had to play sports too.
Right.
So I ended up playing, football, I ended up playing basketball, and those things are all about teamwork, right?
Yep.
Uh, so that's beaten into your head. Somebody's not necessarily going to throw a pass where you want it to. Somebody's not necessarily going to pass you the ball exactly when you want it, or they might take a weird shot that maybe you think they shouldn't have taken. You kind of just get used to people doing their thing, and you're hoping that as you work together as a team, you still ultimately win the game or achieve the goal. And you see that in both sports, but you also see that in, again, I'm a big gamer. Destiny is a great example. We were talking about Destiny a bit earlier. You go in
Yeah.
a raid, you got all your players in a raid. Everybody has to play their part, or you don't progress. You don't get to finish the raid unless everybody is doing the piece of the puzzle that they need to do. So there's to be successful. There's always a level of I got to trust the people around me and let the pieces fall where they fall. So I think those two things are really kind of where I get a lot of the teamwork mentality. It's way
Yep.
easier to kind of